evening, everybody. We welcome you to Watertown High School as we are set for a Badger East Conference matchup between the Monona Grove Silver Eagles and the Watertown Goslings. Monona Grove comes into tonight with a 5-14 record, 1-9 in conference. They are in last place in the conference. Watertown coming in with an 8-11 overall record and a 6-5 conference record. Dan Zweifel, the head coach for the Milton Silver Eagles, and Jim O'Leary, the head coach for the Watertown Goslings. We should have a pretty good matchup here. Both of these teams coming in having lost games. Watertown has lost 3 in a row. Milton has lost 8 straight games, so it should be interesting to see. Something's got to give tonight. Watertown 5-5 in their last 10. Monona Grove 2-8 in their last 10 games. We're about to get set down on the court for the opening tip-off.
Let's play basketball.
Nathan Gabinski and Elliot Erb will be jumping for Monona Grove. Gabinski wins the tip, and Watertown will start with the ball, and we are underway. Again, for Watertown TV, I am Ethan Buss. Ollie Myers for 3 is off the mark. Rebound goes to Anthony Thomas. And the Silver Eagles will bring it back the other way. A drive and a kick. That ball thrown away, and it's a turnover. Back to Watertown we go. Again, John Clifford out tonight for Watertown, so they're going with Reese Camrath in the starting lineup. Camrath takes a 3 here, and that's off the mark, and rebound goes to Elliot Erb. And back the other way comes Monona Grove. No score, 17:08, left in the first half. That ball on the ground, picked up. Anthony Thomas dribbling around, driving in, and good. First bucket of the night goes for the senior Anthony Thomas for Monona Grove, and they have a 2-0 lead with 16:51 left in the half. Gabinski drives, now kicks it out to Shelton. Inside they go to Gabinski, now out to Anthony Bowman for 3. It bounces in.
3 for Anthony Bowman.
Bowman with the first 3 points of the night for Watertown gives them a 1-point lead. Inside, and a foul called on Gabinski. That's going to be his first and the team's first. Elliot Erb was the one who was fouled for Monona Grove. Inbound to Erb. They work their way around to Anthony Thomas. Now they bounce it inside to Erb. Back out to Thomas. 16:15 left in the first half. 3-2 Watertown. Driving is Emmett to Joyla, and that shot is off the mark. Ends up into the hands of Trenton Shelton, and Watertown will take over. Shelton dribbling around over to Camrath. Trying to get it inside to Gabinski. He will put it. 2 points for Nate Kopinski, and he's off to a good start. 5-2 Watertown. 15:44 left in the game, and that ball, left in the half, and that is a turnover. Eddie Rivera tried to bounce it over to Kyle Granman, but it was not to be. John Bittner will check in the game for Monona Grove. Up the court, Shelton. Over to Myers, now back to Shelton. Shelton looking for help, finds Camrath. Camrath turns the corner and drives. Again, finds Trenton Shelton around the arc. They're trying to get it inside. Good defense by Monona Grove. Anthony Bowman over to Nate Kopinski. Bowman drives the baseline. He stepped on the baseline, and it's a turnover. And it'll go back to Monona Grove. Stoppage of play with 15:10 left in the first half, 5-2 Watertown. Johnny Bittner will bring it up the court for Monona Grove. Bittner inside, that is stolen away, and up they go to Kopinski, and the ball is saved by Ollie Myers across to Bowman. Kopinski off the glass and a foul called. This is going to go against Elliott Erb, his first and the team's first.
Number 11, Elliott Erb, his first, the team's first. At the line, shooting 2 for the Guns, Nate Kopinski.
Nate Kopinski will go to the line. First shot is good. Kopinski off to a good start here tonight. Both shots up and in for Nate Kopinski. He has 4 points. Watertown with a 7-2 lead. And we're going to get a foul call on Anthony Bowman.
Number 4, Anthony Bowman, his first, the team's second.
That's the first, the team's second. And so a baseline inbound here for Monona Grove as Emmett Tajala will bring it up for the Silver Eagles. Inside they go to Graham-in, and he lost the ball, and it's a turnover. Back to Watertown. Bowman will inbound, 14:34 left, 7-2 Watertown lead here in the first half. Trenton Shelton driving. Slowing down the pace, turns in the paint, turnaround jumper, he got it.
Shelton.
Nicely done by Trenton Shelton, gives the Gosling the 9-2 lead with 14:13 left in the first half. Bittner trying to get inside, now back outside. 3 on the way is good for Emmett Tojala. Tojala has his first basket of the night. And now a 3 on the way for Ollie Myers, and he nails it. His first basket of the night gives Watertown a 12-5 lead. 13:43 left in the first half. Thomas driving. He's in trouble, kicks it out. 3 on the way for Tojala, and he nails it. He has his second basket of the night, and it is now 12-8 after the 3 by Emmett Tola. And it is the sophomore keeping Monona Grove in this game. For Watertown, 12 points here early. They have shared the ball well. Nate Kopinski with 4 points. 3 points for Anthony Bowman, 2 points for Trenton Shelton, and Ollie Myers had a 3. Making up the 12 for Watertown. Meanwhile, 6 points for Emmett Tajala. He has gotten off to a good start here. And 2 points for Anthony Thomas here in the early going. Coming out of the timeout, 12-8 Watertown, 13:31 left in the half. I mentioned earlier, both these teams on a losing streak. Watertown's lost 3 in a row. Monona Grove has lost 8 straight. Turnaround jumper, Trenton Shelton. A nice looking shot there by Trenton Shelton gives Watertown a 14-8 lead. Isaiah Erb entering the game for the first time. That's a turnover. Trenton Shelton has it, and he's going to slow it down. Over to Bowman, inside to Kopinski, off the glass, off the mark, gets his own rebound, still can't get it to go, and now he does. So hard to guard underneath. Kopinski has 6 early points. And a good start for the 6'6 senior. Erb driving, kick out, good save. Both Isaiah Erb and Elliott Erb on the court for Monona Grove. Inside to Elliott Erb, and an offensive foul called on Elliott Erb, his second, the team's second.
MG fouls number 11, Elliott Erb, his second, the team's second. And for MG number 33, Brady Voss.
Brady Voss will check in for Elliott Erb, who has his second personal foul of the night. So Watertown will bring it up. Trenton Shelton with a 16-8 lead. 12:26 left in the first half. Outside to Camrath. He drives in, now kicks it back out. And they're going to go back into Kapinski. Out for Myers for three, and he nails it.
3 for L.A. Myers.
Myers has 6 points, 2 for 2 from 3 to start the game for him. Rivera kicks over to Tola. Now back over, it's Joe Otto checking in the game for Monona Grove. Otto looking for some help. Drives his way in. .43 left here in the first half. Over to Otto. Otto turning, kicking out. Voss now over, 3 on the way is off the mark for Eddie Rivera. Nice rebound by Joe Otto as he puts it up and in. Monona Grove without their top scorer tonight. Jordan Hibner is not playing. 3 on the way for Ollie Myers.
3 points for Ollie Myers.
He is 3 for 3 from 3, and it's 9 points for Myers here in the early going. Joe Otto dribbling around, passing it over to Eddie Rivera. Rivera turns the corner, drives in, now kick over to Otto. Otto, back over to Rivera. He finds Tola, and a shot is good.
3-point basket good by Emmett Tola.
Emmett Tola is also 3 for 3 from 3, and he's got 9 points. A drive and a kick out to Bowman. Now a 3 from Myers. He's got the hot hand, and he nails it again. 12 points for Ollie Myers, all from 3. He's 4 for 4. And wow. And we got a jousting match from the 3-point line so far. Unbelievable. How about that one? Myers with 12 points, all from 3. And then conversely, Emmett Toljala, he's got 9 from 3. All from 3. 3 for 3. My goodness. What a start. 25-13 Watertown, 10:31 left in the first half. Again, I am Ethan Buss, and we are coming to you live tonight from Watertown High School. Again, Monona Grove coming in. They have lost 8 straight games. Watertown has lost 3 in a row. Watertown comes in 5th in the conference. 8-11 overall, 6-5 record. We saw them play Milton here last week in a great overtime game. Milton right now, they are on fire. Still 9-1 in conference, 16-2 overall. First overall in the conference. Wanakee 16-5 overall, 10-2 in conference and second. DeForest 14-4 overall, 8-2 in conference, and Beaver Dam is 4th in the conference, 9-9, 6-4 overall, right in front of Watertown.
In for the Goslings, number 10, Caleb Winkleman. 24, Ethan Johnson.
Caleb Winkleman will check in the game for the Goslings, as well as Ethan Johnson. Joe Otto, drive, kicks it out. Wendricks driving, and a foul called on the baseline. I believe they're going to get Matt Olivos.
Number 15, Matt Olivos, his first, the team's third.
And it is on Matt Olivos, his first, the team's third. Inbounds pass goes into Joe Otto. Bittner kicks it out to Otto. Otto hands it off. Wendricks, now a kick and 3 on the way, off the mark for Gramman, and it ends up in the hands of Trenton Shelton, and Watertown will bring it back the other way. Olivos over to Winkleman, now over to Shelton. Shelton over to Olivos. Olivos gets it inside to Ethan Johnson, now back out to Shelton. Shelton turns the corner, drives the lane, throws it up, and he gets it to bank off the glass and in. He's got 6 points in the early going, 27-13. Watertown and a turnover. Driving the other way, Ollie Myers for 3. That one's off. Rebound goes to Winkleman, and Watertown will get it right back. Johnson, Winkleman, open 3. He got it!
3 for Caleb Winkleman.
Caleb Winkleman adds 3 to the point list. It's 30-13 Watertown. Joe Otto looking around. He finds Kyle Gramman. Now over to Johnny Bittner. Bittner looking for help, finds Joe Otto. Otto spins and shoots, can't get the bounce. Rebound goes to Trenton Shelton. And Monona Grove just looks depleted tonight without Jordan Hibner. There's a drive by Shelton that's off the mark and an offensive foul called on Trenton Shelton, his first, the team's 4th. Substitutions coming in here for Monona Grove. Number 24, Max Weiss, will enter. Anthony Thomas also coming back in the game. And number 14, Cole Inda, checking in for the first time. You know, for Dan Schweifel, he's just trying to find something that works offensively without his top scorer on the court. And that ball is knocked away. It will stay on this end. Max Weiss will inbound here from Monona Grove. Some confusion as to who ended up with the basketball, and it's staying on this end. Max Weiss kicks it over. 3 on the way is off the mark for Johnny Bittner. Rebound. Bittner drives off the glass and in.
John Bittner.
2 points for Johnny Bittner in the early going. A 15-point Watertown lead. It's 30-15. Oh, Kopinski drives, tries to get his own rebound, does again, and now a foul called on Kyle Gramman underneath the hoop. His first, the team's 3rd. Again, the foul on 21, Kyle Gramman.
His first, team's 3rd. Line shooting 2 for the Goslings, Nate Kopinski.
Nate Kopinski will go to the line. And he misses the first.
Returning for the Goslings, number 4, Anthony Bowman.
Anthony Bowman is going to check in, and Matt Olivos will take a seat. Kopinski missing both shots from the line. It will remain a 15-point lead, 30-15 Watertown. 7:55 left in the first half. Bittner drove, and he's blocked by Kopinski, and back the other way it comes Reese Camerath in Watertown. Oh, inside, almost turned over. Right place, right time. And it's Caleb Winkleman who finds the basket, and he's got 5 points for Watertown. Bittner looking for something in the paint here from Monona Grove. Finds his man, Cole Inda. Inda drives, now bounces it inside to Gramman. Back out to Inda for 3, and that is off. And he stepped on the baseline, and it's a turnover. So stoppage of play with 7:16 left here in the first half. 32-15 Watertown. And Anthony Bowman will inbound it to Reese Camerath. Kopinski. Over to Ethan Johnson. Trying to find their way inside the paint, unable to do so far. Over to Johnson, now over to Bowman. Bowman all the way across to Winkleman. Winkleman drives, ball is knocked out of bounds, and they're going to say it was off of Watertown. So they're going to say Winkleman was the last one to touch the ball, so it'll be headed back Monona Grove's way. Anthony Thomas brings it up. And a travel called here on Josh Chiore, who just checked into the game for Monona Grove.
Number 15, Matt Olivos.
All right, Matt Olivos will check into the game here for Ethan Johnson. Ollie Myers also checking back in. Kamrath over to Kopinski. Myers back to Kopinski. Myers and Kopinski, the top two scores. Uh-oh, that ball stolen away. Fast break. Jacob Anderson gets the easy layup. And Monona Grove cuts it 32-17. Gosling, 6:20 left here in the first half. Kamrath over to Kopinski. Now Bowman, three on the way. Off the mark. Rebound. Anthony Thomas, we got a foul call. We'll see who they get here. They're going to get Kamrath. Reese Kamrath with his first, the team's fifth personal. Up the court comes Graham. Chiore over to Weiss. They work their way over to Anthony Thomas. Bounce pass inside to Graham. Shot, oh, is blocked by Matt Olivos from behind. What a play. Chiore over to Thomas. Thomas turns the corner and drives. Kicks it out to Graham. Graham looking, finds his man Max Weiss. To the corner, Jacob Anderson. Now over to Josh Chiore. Bouncer. Graham drives. Looking for help, finds a man, and oh, the basket, unable to go. Matt Olivos with the rebound. And Ollie Myers will bring it up for Watertown. 32-17, 5:19 left in the first half. Olivos' shot is off the mark. Rebound goes to Kyle Graham, and back the other way comes Monona Grove. Turning and driving is Anthony Thomas, and it's off his foot. And a turnover as this will go back to Watertown. 5:05 left in the first half. 32-17 Goslings. Reese Kamrath will inbound for Watertown. Trenton Shelton will bring it up the court. They go inside to Kopinski. Good defense that time by Kyan Graham, as he knocked it out of bounds. It's going to stay on this end.
The game for MG, number 11, Elliot Erb, and number 3, Eddie Rivera.
Elliot Erb, number 11, checking back in. Number 3, Eddie Rivera. We got a three on the way for Ollie Myers, and he gets it to go. He's got 15 points. He's only missed once from three so far in this game. Three on the way, and the other end is good for Max Weiss. So Max Weiss has his first basket of the night. 35-20 Watertown, 4:29 left in the first half. Over to Kamrath. Kamrath over to Shelton. Myers, they get it inside to Kopinski, and his shot gets to go. 8 points for Kopinski. 37-20 Watertown with 4:12 left here in the first half. Rivera. They work their way over to Max Weissy. Turning and driving is Anderson, and he's fouled on his way in by Kopinski. That's going to be his second, the team's sixth.
Watertown foul is number 4, Anthony Bowman is second, the team's sixth. Line shooting 2 for MG, Jacob Anderson.
So Jacob Anderson will go to the line here and shoot 2. First shot is up and in. Took a little friendly bounce on the front of the rim. Ethan Johnson will check in the game for Anthony Bowman. 4 minutes left here in the first half. Second shot off the mark. Oh, rebound into Kyle Graham's hand. Then underneath the hoop, Kyan Graham, A drive and a kick outside of Anderson. They work their way around. 3 ball on the way, and good for Max Weissy. He's got 6 points, 37-24 Watertown, 3:41 left to play. Weissy averages 4.4, so he's already ahead of his average in points per game. Shelton for 3. That skims off the rim. Kamrath stepped on the baseline, and a turnover. back the other way. 13-point lead for Watertown. Inbounds pass goes to Eddie Rivera. He's in trouble, and they clear it. Max Weissy for three. That's off the mark. Rebound goes to Reese Camerack. Trenton Shelton will bring it up the court here for Watertown. Shelton turns the corner, drive shot off the mark. Rebound will go to Ethan Johnson. Johnson turns and drives, kicks, turned by Rivera. His shot off the mark, and they're going to say there's a foul, I believe, underneath. There is. So Ethan Johnson with his first, the team's seventh. And Elliot Erb, the man who was fouled, will go to the line. And we're going to get a timeout. Watertown. Jim O'Leary wants to talk it over. And so it's 37-24 Gosling, 3:02 left here in the first half. What a start for Ollie Myers. He has 15 points. He's only missed once from three. All of his points coming from three. A nice night so far for Nate Kopinski. He's got 8. 6 points for Trenton Shelton. 5 points for Caleb Winkleman and 3 points for Anthony Bowman make up the 37 for Watertown. 9 points for Emmett Choa, and he leads the way for Monona Grove. 6 points for Max Weissy. 3 points for Jacob Anderson. 2 for Johnny Bittner. 2 for Joe Otto, and 2 for Anthony Thomas to make up the 24. To reset the scene, follow was on number 24, Ethan Johnson. Eli Erb is going to go to the line for Monona Grove. One and one, and he makes the first. Technically, right now, Eli Erb is their top scorer with averaging 6.7 points per game. Remember Jordan Himner, their top scorer, averaging 18.2 per game. He is out. Both shots go in for Elliot Erb. And full court press defense. Ollie Myers back over to Trenton Shelton. Now they get to Kopinski. Myers drives off the glass and in. What a night for Ollie Myers. 17 points. He has passed his average of 14.8. Turning the corner and driving is Troja, and now driving again is Rivera. He can't get the shot to go. He got a tie-up. A jump ball possession arrow pointing towards Monona Grove. So they will keep the basketball. Emmett Troja will inbound here for Monona Grove. And knocked. Uh-oh. Big collision on the court. We got a whistle and I'm going to say a jump ball, possession arrow, Watertown. So they call it a tie-out. Honestly, probably a good call after thinking about it up here for a second. It seemed like they got it right. Pat Olivos will check back into the game for Ethan Johnson. Trenton Shelton will bring it up. 2:30 left to play here in the first half. 39-26 Watertown. Kopinski. Oh, wow, what a pass. Inside to Myers. Now back out to Camrath. Now 3 on the way for Myers. He can't get it to go. Rebound will go to Kyan Gramman, who's played some good minutes for Monona Grove tonight. Gramman turns the corner, drives, looking for help, kicks it out. 3 on the way is good for Max Weissy. He's got 9 points, 39-29. It's a 10-point game with 1:54 left here in the first half. Shelton driving, now passing over to Myers. Myers inside to Camrath, now out to Olivos for 3. He got it!
3 for Matt Olivos.
Matt Olivos with his first basket of the game, 42-29 Watertown. Inside they go to Elliot Erb. His shot is up, but a foul will be called on Ollie Myers. He wanted a jump ball, but it's going to be the first foul called against Myers. His first, the team's 8th. And so Elliot Erb will go back to the line. He is 2 for 2 from the line tonight. makes the first. As he said, with Jordan Hibner out, their leading scorer, Elliot Erb would technically be their next leading scorer at 6.7 points per game. Erb misses the second. Rebound goes to Kopinski, and so it remains 42-30, 1:20 left in the first half. Shelton turns the corner, layup is good, but they're going to wave off the basket, I believe. Foul was on the court. And so it's going to go against Max Wisey, his first, team's fourth. And now Isaiah Erb will check in for Monona Grove for Elliot Erb. Matt Olivos will inbound for Watertown, gets it over to Camrath. Camrath, tried to bounce it into Kopinski, a little miscommunication. And the 12-point Watertown lead will remain with 1:13 left in the first half as the ball decided to go for a little hike down the gym. Emmett Toyala will bring it up here for Monona Grove. Three on the way is ringing in and out. Oh, nice rebound underneath the hoop by Max Wisey. Couldn't get to go, but now the basket goes. Kyan Grauman gets the shot there, and Ollie Myers for three, and he's fouled. Unbelievable, 20 points in the first half for Myers.
The MJ fouls number 3, Eddie Rivera, his first, the team's fifth.
Foul on number 3, Eddie Rivera, his first, team's fifth. Johnny Bittner will check back in for Monona Grove. Caleb Winkleman also checking back in for Watertown. Ollie Myers makes it a 4-point play. He's got 21 points here in the first half. Boy, he is off to a great start for Watertown. Bringing it up the court was Bittner. Now they get it over to Wisey. Back over to Grauman, now out, over to Wisey for three, off the mark, rebound Elliot Erb. A kick out and drive by Bittner, now he kicks out. Trying to find an open man, they do. Three on the way, rings out, rebound, Bittner, he's fouled. Can't get the shot to go, it's gonna be on Caleb Winkleman, the foul. Johnny Bittner will go to the line and shoot two.
Watertown foul is number 10. 10, Caleb Winkleman, his first, team's ninth
personal foul here in the first half. So if anything is going wrong for Watertown, it's certainly the personal fouls. Johnny Bittner misses the first shot.
Into the Silver Eagles, number 33, Brady Voss. And for the Goslings, 24, Ethan Johnson.
Ethan Johnson will check in for Watertown. Matt Olivos will check out. Meanwhile, Brady Voss, number 33, checking in for Monona Grove, and he will get Elliot Erb, who will head to the bench. Johnny Bittner goes 1 of 2 from the line, 3 points for him. Ethan Johnson will inbound, and Trenton Shelton with 14 seconds left in the first half will bring it up the court. Shelton over to Johnson, now over to Kopinski. Kopinski over to Myers, now back to Kopinski for three. That rings in and out. Rebound goes to Brady Voss, and that will wind out the clock here in the first half. So at the end of the first half, it's 46-33 Watertown, and what a start to this game for Ollie Myers. He is absolutely blowing his average out of the water. He averages 14.8 a game. He's got 21. For the Goslings. 5 points for Caleb Winkleman, 6 for Trenton Shelton, 3 for Anthony Bauman, and 3 for Matt Olivos to make up the 46 Gosling points in the first half. Meanwhile, on the other side, Emmett Toijala has 9 points for Monona Grove. Max Weissy has 9 points as well for Monona Grove. Jacob Anderson with 3, 2 for Kyle Gramman, 3 also for Johnny Bittner, 3 for Elliot Erb, 2 for Joe Otto, and Anthony Thomas has 2. So they're really spreading the wealth, but they have 33 first half points, and Watertown with a 46-33 lead. So it'll be interesting to see what happens here in the second half. We don't have a pep band here today, but you know, I guess you just gotta enjoy our presence up here in the booth a little bit, right?
Watertown Blue Review varsity dance team would like to recognize.
We are going to get the Watertown Blue Review, and so we will turn over to them. We're going to take a break, and we will be back for the second half here from Watertown High School. Again, it is Watertown 46 and Monona Grove 33.
Under their leadership, the team had the most successful record in the past decade of the program. The team recently competed at state, finishing as state runners-up in D1 hip-hop and 6th in D1 kick. The team will be traveling to Florida for nationals next week and will complete in hip-hop, kick, and pom. And the team will be performing their pom routine tonight. Watertown Blue Review varsity dance team. Good luck next week in nationals.
And we are coming to you live again from Watertown High School as we are set for the second half between Watertown and Monona Grove. 46-33 Goslings. Monona Grove will start with the ball here. Elliot Erb. They kick it inside to him. He kicks it back out to Rivera. Inside to Rivera and is stolen away by Nate Kopinski. He drives, kicks it over to Shelton, and a travel call and a turnover. It'll be a sideline inbound. 21 points in the first half for Ollie Myers to lead the way for Watertown. Meanwhile, two players with 9 for Monona Grove, Max Weissy and Emmett Toijawa. Brandman over to Toijawa. Anthony Thomas turns the corner and drives, kicks it out. Jumper is good for Kyle Griman. Griman's got 4 for Monona Grove, 46-35. Nate Kopinski, a turnaround hook, and it's off the mark. Back the other way comes Monona Grove. That ball knocked away by Kopinski. It's going to end up in the front row, and it's going to stay with Monona Grove. Eddie Rivera will bring it up here for the Silver Eagles. Toijawa for 3, off the mark. Rebound goes to Anthony Bowman. Bowman will bring it up for Watertown. 16:28 left here in the game. It's 46-35. Watertown leads. Camrath. Bouncer over to Myers, and he lost the basketball. He could not maintain possession. Once again, that ball will take a stroll down the court. And the inbounds pass will come in here from Monona Grove. Eddie Rivera trapped in the corner. Ball hit the court. Now they are trying to clear, and they do. Anthony Thomas will corral it and clear for just a second. Kick out. Elliot Erb drives, now kicks out. Toijawa for 3, that's off. Rings into the hands of Nate Kopinski. All the way up court for Ollie Myers. Bowman, now Kopinski. Drives, kicks it out. Bowman for 3, off the mark. Rebound goes to Eddie Rivera. Boy, an open look from Bowman. He just couldn't get it to fall. Driving and passing over to Elliot Erb. He gets the shot to go. 5 points for Erb. It's 46-37 with 15:27 left here in the second half. Bowman turns the corner and drives. Shot is off the rim, and the rebound will go to Anthony Thomas. 15:12 left here in the second half. Thomas will travel and a turnover. He did not agree with the call. He's still arguing it. Camrath will inbound here to Trenton Shelton. He'll slow down the pace and bring it up with Watertown up 9 with 15 minutes left here in the second half. Shelton over to Ollie Myers. Myers trying to go inside to Kopinski. Good defense by Elliot Erb. That ball knocked away for a second by Camrath. Erb drives and a foul called. They're going to get Anthony Bowman on a foul. That's his second and the team's first here in the second half.
Watertown fouls for 4. Anthony Bowman is third, the team's first. The line shooting to Brevity, Elliot Erb.
Elliot Erb will go to the line. Oh, that shot off the front of the rim.
And Brevity, number 24, Max Weissy.
Max Wisey checking back in for Monona Grove. Elliot Erb checking back in. Excuse me. Matt Olivos checking back in for Watertown. Erb goes 1 of 2 from the line. He's got 6 points. Camrath clears the full court press. Kopinski over to Olivos for 3. He got it!
3 for Matt Olivos.
Olivos has 6, 49-38. Watertown with 14:23 left here in the half. Trayala turns, now plants. Working their way around, and that ball skipped. Kyle Grauman couldn't get it to fall. Kavinsky for 3, and he nails it. Nate Kopinski's got 11. And the Goslings have a 52-38 lead with 13:56 left here in the game. Timeout for Dan Zweifel, a full timeout for Monona Grove as they try to figure out how to solve this riddle that Watertown has put on them. Again, look, Monona Grove, give them credit for fighting in this game because, quite frankly, without their leading scorer, it has been tough, and we've seen Dan Zweifel try to find a rhythm here offensively, unable to do so far. And for Watertown, I mean, just the opposite. Seems like everything has been going right for them thus far. So it'll be interesting to see how Monona Grove can find some points. That is really going to be their biggest struggle here down the stretch, no doubt about it. 13:56 left here in the first half, 52-38 Watertown.
Number 12, John Bittner.
John Bittner will check in the game for Monona Grove. (52-38). Emmett Toyhala will bring it up the court. Oh, and it's taken away by Nate Kopinski. He drives and slams. He's got 13 points and an emphatic slam. Puts Watertown up 54-38 with 13:36 left in the game. Ethan Johnson. Weissy now. Over to Kyle Grauman, and it's turned over. Trenton Shelton over to Kopinski. He drives, layup is good. Nate Kopinski has 15. 56-38, Watertown's lead is 19 with 13:07 left to play, and a turnover. Oh no. Oh, now they're gonna call a over and back. That's an interesting call. I think the... quite honestly, I think Jim O'Leary has a point here. Reese Camrath was not anywhere close to center court, and Jim O'Leary is not happy about it. I mean, I don't blame him. It did not look like he was across center court at all. But anyway, Monona Grove will get the ball back. Bittner puts on the brakes, throws up a shot off the glass, no good. Kavinsky rebound over to Camrath. Now over to Olivos, back inside to Myers, and he's fouled.
Fouls number 11, Elliot Erb, his third, the team's first.
Foul will go against Elliot Erb, his third, team's first here in the second half. Ollie Myers' first shot off the mark. Myers has 21 points in this game. Jacob Anderson will come back into the game for Monona Grove, number 22. Myers makes 1 of 2, and he's back to an even 22 points in this game. A 19-point Watertown lead, full court press defense here. They do clear it. driving, and shot is up and in for Jacob Anderson. He's got 5 points. 12:32 left to play. 57-40, a 17-point Watertown lead. Trenton Shelton dribbling around, trying to find his way in. Kicks it over to Camrath. Now Camrath over to Matt Olivos. Foul called on Johnny Bittner. That'll be his first and the team's second here in the second half. Trenton Shelton will inbound to Kopinski. Oh no, right into the hands of Kyle Grauman, and they find an open man. Oh, shot not able to go. It is up and a foul called. And so Grauman will go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play.
Wide on foul number 20, Reese Cameron is second, the team second. Junior Gosling's 10, Caleb Winkleman, and 24, Ethan Johnson.
Caleb Winkleman and Ethan Johnson will check back in for Matt Olivos and Trenton Shelton. Meanwhile, going to the line and trying to make it a three-point play is Kyan Grauman. And Grauman does indeed make it a three-point play. He's got 7 points, 57-43. Watertown, 12:07 left here in the half. And Kopinski will inbound to Reese Camrath, and he will bring it up the court here for the Goslings. Camrath over to Ethan Johnson. Now back inside to Ollie Myers. Myers has 24. Boy, it does not seem like he can miss right now. Eddie Rivero brings it up here from Monona Grove. Almost turnover, but a good save there by Kyan Grauman. Grauman over to Otto, now kicking all the way over to Bittner. Back over to Rivera. Rivera shoulders, and putting on the brakes is Max Weissy. We got a three on the way, is off the mark. Rebound, Ollie Myers, and a turnover here. Camrath drives over to Winkleman. He could not control the ball, but he gets it back. Camrath driving here, baseline. Bouncer over to Myers. Over to Winkleman, and now all the way over to Camrath. Inside to Kopinski. He slams it down again. He's got 17 points, 61-43. Watertown with 10:54 left here in the second half. Kyan Grauman. Pass over to Max Weissy. Now over to Eddie Rivera. Rivera drives. Turning up is Johnny Bittner. Shot off the mark. Rebound, Kyan Grauman, and he can't get the bounce to go. Reese Camrath comes up with the rebound, and a foul, I believe, will be called here on Johnny Bittner.
And foul number 21, Kyan Grauman is second, the team's third. And Brent Team number 11, Elliot Erb.
They're actually going to get Kyan Grauman on the foul.
Number 3, Trenton Shelton, and number 4, Anthony Bowman.
His second, the team's third. Reese Camrath will bring it up the court here for the Goslings. Camrath all the way across over to Trenton Shelton. Inside they go to Anthony Bowman. That shot's off the mark. Rebound, Elliot Erb. And bringing it up the court here is Emmett Toyawa. Toyawa puts on the gas, and he is fouled on his way into the paint. Caleb Winkleman guilty of the foul. His second, the team's third here in the half. Oh, tried to get it inside to Elliot Erb, but ends up bouncing off his face and ends up out of bounds. A tough break there for Monona Grove. 9:53 left in the half, 61-43 Watertown. Trenton Shelton will bring it up for the Goslings. Now over to Camrath. Camrath over to Ethan Johnson. Bowman turning and kicking. They got Ethan Johnson here looking to find someone in the paint. Johnson bouncer over to Winkleman. Now over to Camrath. He was open for second. Now turns the corner and drives. Throws it back in. Shelton. Drove in, now steps back out. Inside, that's thrown away. Intended for Ethan Johnson. And a clock stoppage with 9:14 left. 61-43 Watertown. I bet Toyhala will get it in and bring it up the court is Johnny Bittner from Monona Grove. Bittner over to Elliott Erb. Erb over three on the way is good for Max Weissy. He's got 12 points, 61-46, 8:55 left to play here in the second half. Shelton over to Bowman, now inside to Ethan Johnson. Put up a shot and a foul called. And so Ethan Johnson will go to the line and shoot.
His third, the team's fourth. Shooting two for the Goslings, Ethan Johnson.
The foul will be on Kyan Grauman, his third, the team's fourth. Ethan Johnson will make his first basket of the night.
For the Goslings, number two, Ollie Myers.
Ollie Myers will check back in here for Trenton Shelton. Checking back in as well for Monona Grove is Jacob Anderson. Both shots up and in for Ethan Johnson from the line. He's got 2 points. Emmett Toyhala will bring it up the court here from Monona Grove. Bittner to the corner. Elliott Erb turns the corner and drives. A foul call. That's going to be Ethan Johnson called for the foul, his second.
The wire on the ball is number 24, Ethan Johnson.
And the team's fourth.
At the line, shooting two for MG, Elliott Erb.
Elliott Erb will go to the line here and shoot two. First shot, no good. Crowd will let him hear it a little bit as that ball hit the bottom of the net. Second shot skips off the rim, no good. So 0 for 2 from the line that time around for Elliott Erb. Anthony Bowman will bring it up for Watertown. Over to Camrath for three. That rings in and out. Rebound goes to Emmett Toyhala, and he will bring it up the court here for Monona Grove. Toyhala over to Jacob Anderson, who drives. Foul called on the court. They will confirm that here.
Wire on the ball is number 20, Reese Camrath, his third, the team's fifth. And for MG, number 21, Grauman.
Foul will go against Reese Camrath, his third, the team's fifth.
And for the Goslings, number 3, Trenton Shelton, 15, Matt Levos.
And so we're going to get
22, Brett Schwefel.
a few substitutions here for the Goslings. Brett Schwefel will check in for the first time. We got a three on the way as off the mark for Max Weissy. It's going to be off of Trenton Shelton and it will stay on this end. 63-46 Watertown, 8:01 left here in the second half. Emmett Toyhala will inbound. Jumper here from Max Weissy, and that's going to be off the hands of Ollie Myers, and it will stay on this side of the court. Emmett Toyhala will inbound again. Working their way over to Anthony Thomas. Now they go inside. Kyan Grauman over to Toyhala. Thomas turns the corner and drives. A kick outside. Grauman for three. That rings in and out. And a rebound for Max Weissy, and he gets the shot to go. He's got 14 points, 63-48 Watertown with 7:29 left here in the second half. Schwefel turns the corner and drive. Now Olivos for three. Off the mark. Rebound goes to Max Weissy. Weissy over to Thomas. Now they get it over to Toihala, and he will drive in, and it's stolen away by Ollie Myers. They try to get it in underneath. Oh, what a play by Nate Kopinski. It's going to be off of Monona Grove, and it's going to stay on this end. I tell you see that heads-up play quite a bit, trying to throw it off the opposing team. Well done, and now it's knocked away by Anthony Thomas. 63-48, 7:03 left, and Matalivos is going to inbound for Watertown here on the sideline. Myers over to Trenton Shelton. Shelton turns the corner and drives, puts up a shot. We got a blocking foul called underneath the hoop. I believe it's going to go against Jacob Anderson. That'll be his first, the team's fifth. Going to the line, shooting two will be Trenton Shelton. Shelton's got 6 points. Basket is off the mark. Really nice night tonight for Ollie Myers, who has 24. Nate Kopinski with 17, both leading the way here for Watertown. Meanwhile, Max Wisey has 14 points for Monona Grove. Emmett Toyala with 9. And the second shot goes in for Trenton Shelton. He's got 7. 64-48, 6:54 left to play here in the game. Bounce over to Wisey. Now they're going to get it inside. Kyan Grauman kicks it out. Anthony Thomas for 3. Rebound goes to Jacob Anderson. Now a 3 on the way for Toyala. Off the mark. Rebound Kopinski, and he is fouled. That might have been Kyan Grauman again. That would be his 4th. And they're actually going to call Anthony Thomas his first and the team's 6th. So a break for Kyan Grauman, who has played a lot of good minutes tonight for the Silver Eagles. He's got 7 points. Oh, turning the corner, Trenton Shelton, what a move. Shot off the mark, though. Rebound, and over to Kyan Grauman as he brings it up and drives off the glass, and, oh, man, rings in and out. Grauman gets his own rebound, looking for help. Baseline, they kick it out. Now 3 on the way. Max Wisey, and he got it. Wisey now has 17 points at 64-51. Monona Grove starting to climb back into this game with 6:06 remaining. 64-51. Boy, I tell you, Monona Grove looked to be down and out. You got to give them credit. They are really fighting here in this game. 17 points for Max Wisey to lead the way. He's having a heck of a game. When we talked about it earlier about Dan Zweifel, the head coach, having to push the right buttons without their leading scorer, Jordan Hibner, and that has been the case thus far. They're just trying to find some baskets, and Max Wisey has provided them with that. And for Watertown, obviously, their 2 leading scorers are just showing why tonight. Nate Kopinski with 17 points, 24 points for Ollie Myers. Watertown will get the ball here with 6:06 remaining. Myers inbounds pass to Bowman. Bowman will take it up the court here for the Goslings. Oh, across the Camrath. Over to Shelton, now into the corner for Myers, and a foul is going to be called on 22, Jacob Anderson. His 2nd, the team's 7th.
The entry foul is number 22, Jacob Anderson, is 2nd, the team's 7th.
Anderson did not agree with that call. He thought it was an offensive foul.
Shooting 1-1 for the Goslings, Ollie Myers.
So Ollie Myers will go to the line, and he will shoot a 1-and-1. Myers looking to add to his 24 points. First shot is up and in, and he's got 25. Oh, Myers' second shot off the mark. Rebound will go to Jacob Anderson, and Monona Grove will bring it up. 65-51 Goslings, 5:48 left to play. Kayala over to Max Wisey. Wisey now kicks. Johnny Bittner. They go back inside to Kyan Grauman. He spins and kicks out to Bittner for three. That shot off the mark. Rebound, Ollie Myers. And he will give it over to Trenton Shelton, and they're going to have to clear the full court press again. Anthony Bauman looking for help. Over to Shelton, over to Gabinski. Ollie Myers to Shelton. That ball deflected and into the hands of Johnny Bittner. He will bring it up the court here from Monona Grove. Three on the way for Triala. It is off the mark. And it's going to be off of Watertown, I believe. No, they're going to say it was off of Jacob Anderson for Monona Grove, so it'll be headed back to Watertown. Inbounds pass to Reese Camrath. He turns the corner and he is fouled.
And the fouls number 32 Emmett Toyma. His first for the team's eighth. Line shooting 1-1 for the Goslings, Reese Camrath.
Reese Camrath will go to the line and shoot two. And Camrath makes his first basket of the night to give Watertown a 66-51 lead. Camrath makes both. The foul at that time went against Emmett Tola. That's his first and the team's eighth. And that ball is going to be off of Max Wisey. A turnover here, and Watertown will get the ball back. 4:50 left here in the second half. 67-51. Some substitutions here. Checking back into the game is Eddie Rivera, who checks back in for Jacob Anderson. Ollie Myers will inbound to Anthony Bowman, and Myers will bring it up the court. Up is Shelton, he clears. Now kick over to Gabinski. He thought about a three. Now over to Myers, now off of Emmett Tola, and it will stay with Watertown. Bauman lives inside to Kopinski, off the glass and in. Kopinski's got 19 points, 69-51 Watertown with 4:24 left to play. Catch and shoot for three is off for Max Wisey. And Watertown will get the rebound. Ollie Myers came up with it. Now Trenton Shelton will bring it up the court for the Goslings. Camrath over to Kopinski. Kopinski looking for help, gives way to Anthony Bowman. Shelton over to Myers. Myers finds Camrath. They go inside to Bowman and stolen away. Nice play by Max Wisey. Boy, he's had a really good game all the way around for Monona Grove. Emmett Tola turns the corner. Now they give way to Johnny Bittner. Bittner drives, throws across, and it's stolen away by Reese Camrath. Camrath off the glass, can't get it to go with a slam call, and they're going to say basket interference, so no shot. It won't count. Crowd didn't like that call, but I think it was the right call, at least from my vantage point. Looked like that ball was still on the rim. 69-51, 3:32 left to play. Back the other way from Monona Grove. Joe Otto over to Johnny Bittner. Bittner, oh man, behind the back, drives inside. Bouncer, oh, and that is knocked away by Ollie Myers, but recovered by Joe Otto. Otto over to Wisey. Now they go inside. It's blocked by Trenton Shelton. And back the other way come the Goslings with a 69-51 lead. They're going to slow it down a bit. Camrath over to Trenton Shelton. They go inside to Nate Kabinski. His shot, rings in and out. And the rebound here will go to Isaiah Erb, and he will bring it up the court for Monona Grove. Erb over to Bittner. Bittner turns and drives. Now the kick outside, and three on the way is good for Max Wisey. He's got 20 points in this one. A good game for Max Wisey with 2:31 left to play. 69-54 Watertown. Kapinski turns, kicks it over to Shelton. Bittner thought he had the steal. And a timeout is going to be called here by Jim O'Leary. Timeout comes with 2:21 left to play in the game. 69-54 Watertown. And again, what a game tonight for Ali Myers. She has 25. 19 points for Nate Kapinski on the night. 7 points for Trenton Shelton. 6 points for Matt Olivos. 2 points each for Ethan Johnson and Reese Camrath respectively. And 3 points for Anthony Bowman make up the 69 for Watertown. Meanwhile, on the other side for Monona Grove, they have a 20-point performance from Max Wisey. He's played really well. Amatola has 9 points. 6 points for Jacob Anderson, 7 for Kyan Grauman, 3 points for Johnny Bittner, 6 points for Elliot Erb, 2 for Joe Otto, and 2 for Anthony Thomas. As we break from the timeout, Watertown will inbound. Caleb Winkleman inbounds to Anthony Bowman. Cole Inda and Josh Chiori checking back in the game here for Monona Grove. Inside to Anthony Bowman, now over to Ethan Johnson, and it ends up on the court, and back the other way comes Isaiah Erb. Over to Chiori. Now back over to Wendricks. Jalen Wendricks checks in the game for Monona Grove as well. Isaiah Erb for 3, that's off. Rebound goes to Caleb Winkleman. Reese Camrath will bring it up the court here for Watertown. Camrath turns, we're going to get a timeout called from Watertown. 1:31 left to play, 69-54. Not sure, Watertown just called a timeout, so I'm not sure why they're using another one here. It's just a 30-second timeout. 69-54 with 1:31 left. And again, we talk about both these teams coming in tonight on a losing streak. Watertown has lost 3 in a row. Monona Grove lost 8 straight games. They're 2-8 in their last 10. Watertown 5-5 in their last 10. It's really been a tale of 2 halves here in the second half of the season for Watertown. They had a nice 4-game winning streak. And then after that, they only won once in their last 6 games. So definitely been a tale of 2 halves. So a platoon switch here for Watertown. That ball is on the ground and a turnover. Joe Otto drives off the glass. A foul is going to be called. They are going to get number 5, Denzel Esquivel. That's his first, the team's 6th. First shot goes up and in for Joe Otto. Number 23, Kyle Kesenich will check in. Second shot goes up and in for Joe Otto. He's got 4 in the game tonight. Inbounds pass will go to Daniel Sarmiento, who comes in for the first time. Sarmiento looking for help. Esquivel. Now they give it over to Sarmiento. He drives, throws up a shot. That's off. Rebound will go to Josh Chiori, and he will bring it up the court here for Monona Grove. Chiori puts on the brakes, gives it over to Joe Otto. Otto turns the corner, drives, puts up the shot, and in.
Joe Otto.
Otto was 6 points. He's had 4 within the last minute here. 37 seconds left in the game. 69-58. Goslings up by 11. 3 on the way is no good. Rebound underneath the hoop. Shot is blocked by Brady Voss, and back the other way comes Monona Grove. Josh Chiori drives, and his shot is off. Rebound will go into the hands of Denzel Esquivel, and he will bring it back up the other way for Watertown. Shot is blocked by Caleb Inda. It will stay Watertown's basketball. 5.8 left in regulation, 69-58. And Watertown will more than likely just dribble it out, and that will end the ball game. So, the final score of tonight's game, Watertown 69, Monona Grove 58. Leading scorer for the Goslings tonight is Ollie Myers. He ends up with 25. Nate Kopinski ends up with 9 points. Meanwhile, 7 points for Trenton Shelton, 3 for Anthony Bowman, 5 points for Caleb Winkleman in this one, 6 points for Matt Olivos. Reese Camrath had 2, and Ethan Johnson also had 2 to make up the 69 point for the Goslings. Meanwhile, on the other side for the Monona Grove Silver Eagles, they got a 20-point performance from Max Wisey tonight. He led the way for the team. Emmett Tola ended up with 9 points on the evening. Jacob Anderson ended up with 6. 7 points for Kyan Grumman. He had 7. 3 points for Johnny Bittner. 6 for Elliot Erb. Also 6 points for Joe Otto, and 2 points for Anthony Thomas to make up the 58 for Monona Grove. Monona Grove is now going to lose their 9th straight game, and they will drop to 1-10 in conference, 5-15 overall. Watertown gets their first win now in their last 4. They're going to move to 9-11 overall, 7-5 in conference play. As we look to wrap up tonight's game, once again the final score from Watertown High School, Watertown 69, Monona Grove 58. For Brandon Simmons, I'm Ethan Buss saying good night for Watertown TV, and we will see you next week.